About 45% of residents in Accra live in some form of slum settlement. These places are often overcrowded, have limited access to piped water, and are characterized by poor sanitation. Amenities such as bathrooms, toilets, and waste management equipment are not the best as compared to residential areas. Due to this, it is very common to cite choke drains from the dumping of refuse and waste material and the general environment being very unclean. One can mention communities like Choko, Nima, Teshi, Nungwa, Alajo as examples where such scenes are very common. Over the years, successive governments have initiated policies aimed at curbing the worrying situation, with the recent being the launch of the Operation Clean Your Frontage program by the Greater Accra Regional Minister, Henry Kwati.
On the issue of Operation Clean Your Frontage, the city response team will be going to training very soon. It is expected that the first batch will pass out by the end of January, and then hopefully the transfer sites would have been ready by then. We are reliably informed that about 19 of the assemblies have so far provided sites for the transfer plants to be built there. It is our hope and prayer that by the end of January, all the 34 assemblies would have benefited from the installation of the transfer sites, and then we can come back to the drawing table and restrict the movement of Aboboya from the high streets and the principal streets.
The policy was piloted at Accra Newtown on Tuesday, where over 60 persons were summoned by the Ayawaso North Municipal Assembly. During a visit to some communities in Accra by Citi News, it was observed that while gutters and large drains were suffocating with refuse, others had been desilted and their contents left along the shoulders of the road. Heaped refuse had been left unattended to in some of the areas. Some residents and shop owners who spoke to Citi News expressed varied opinions about government's plan to deal with the canker via the Operation Clean Your Frontage policy.
Baby, I'm in this here. Over negate ye PF soro na babeguya. Eti PF soro na babeguya. Me de minu hasem biaka. Eti e bopa akura de yigulo olukwa nukura ye besesa. Eti no kan sa de na mi hu se me hu asma me ka je se meyi gate no mwego. By mimini kamera sagata. Now kaze obi ba do ba be sama me a men tiase. If is a men dey me to be a year go a mimini kamera fa gat bola. Atiase. Eti abaraka sare a on pe solution say obi a yigu okura ka ba be sisa. Enu mo betu ya bo a chen say oba so be sama me. Say ye fie na bola agudi a obetu ya be sama me na gata mu de ntu me sama me. Ya de to to gata du ma yen yaboka. Eti minum the reason why if you slow on eba vortic in the doors some pure water rubber minton pure water wa minton vortic wa ha edua fruit and am ton no spas one so to ma me kura maboka ana e bia wo fie na tankas for ba ho a bia wo aye wura ne ade a yetum be sama ho e wo wa wo fie ono de o fritete a yenu so beba ofie bia wa ye bola si ba bia na akola ko toilet si ba bia enye ene ba be sama ba gata de ene be de mi bi da
fie na doso dodo doso wo krom eni pa nya hwe first pa na bola ya sama ho no na fie ni krom sei se fie ni wom ba ka meme de ka meme asam amesra ban se ko de beba se ko nti asojafo ngu krom asojafo ti si krom a bola ento fam obi ntimi mafa bola nto fam bo so nanse ya agbabroshi unse no smas ya soja 46 krom ya ma yi gwatam wu yese ntimi ka mesa ma se ko onfo so ama soja fo wonyi bi mra krom na wa de bola beto fam ya boss to a cha nfa meto bi na ye so pa chi a nti aban enhwe sa de no ma soja fo ni bi mra krom
honi hwe mfikyire pra de frititi o bra efrititi enye ne efrititi se baby out here no say wo prepare ha no me hu say ahodie no ekoso no fine on obi hwa ha no obi asori anu ama yi so no aba beto agu ha no odi no mani free baby ba no aba beto agu ha no no wagya ho no ko say kan hu ne die na so ye krokesi ha so ye krokesi mu And your grass crop will share with your grass crop and cocoa. And to say, they got them with your hair. Got them a month for the name, and Nimu in our animal. Rah. It's a baby.
Omo mote ben na den a omo nhwema saa nyama na nkrofo mo yesa.
Ni asem no. Eno ni asem na esenka wo mo eti ben ha no no esenka ye na ke wo mo na ke be group wo na ke ya yesa green no eso han na eba.
Operation Clean Your Frontage aban ma yenya ntiase se wote ben gota bi ho ana wadwuma mpote wadwuma bi esi gota ho na se wendi ho nia yebetumi asama wadwe ne se
ane en kra ese etumbasa ememu ye de ese mu kra mpo ye de pa because ahudie no what is yan bra e wo form.
The program is expected to be complemented by transfer sites in all the 29 metropolitan, municipal and district assemblies in the Greater Accra region, with 20 task force officials overseeing the enforcement of the sanitation bylaws. In an interaction with Citi News, the Municipal Chief Executive for Krowo, Joshua Nibote, outlined preparations towards the rollout of the Operation Clean Your Frontage program from February this year at Nungwa.
We've taken custody of a new compactor that is also coming to help the Operation Clean Your Frontage. But that is basically going to work on the principal streets, not the households. We have revenue collectors who are doing the collection of the refuse. And then we as an assembly also, we have revenue workers, sanitation officers who on a daily basis clean the gutters. We have the YEA and the Zoom Lion staff of about 115 or 120 people. So basically, the environment needs to be clean, and we are doing our best. Now, we have a schedule of sensitizing and then educating the community. I've been to churches, I've been to the mosques, I've been to the traditional council, I've been to the resident associations, and then identifiable groups, the fitters, the market women, and then the taxi drivers. So it is better than before. So we are still doing the education, and then the laws is about 6 months to 1 year. You'll be imprisoned, and then that kind of thing. That is the sanction that you'll be sanctioned to do. Now, about training of the 20-member task force that every assembly is supposed to do. We have given the list to the regional minister. He's going to get them trained at the how do you call it? The Michelle camp, this thing, barracks there. We have not been able to get a site for the transfer site. We are yet to get one, but for now we are using the one that is at Lejokuku, which is underutilized.
In Gamashi, traditional authorities expressed their readiness to partner the government in the rollout of the program.
Government coming in is so great because government will come with resources. Probably not now resources may come because sometimes government says it, there will be no resources, you must help yourself. And that is why the traditional authority says that do it by yourself. Don't wait for somebody to come and tell you to do it. So Ghana, it is time that we learn how to be clean. And if government is bringing such initiative, laudable, but we must sustain it.
In as much as government is making frantic efforts to ensure that the issue of sanitation is dealt with in the Greater Accra region, it is also incumbent on you as a citizen to play your role in ensuring that this dream is made a reality. Indeed, what you see behind me does not augur well for this agenda. Reporting from the Opera Square at Mokola in Accra, my name is Ni Ayikwe Okaina for Citi News.